Hey guys, Eddie Saldivar from Texas. So super excited about what we have our hands on. Been in the industry, the health and wellness industry, almost 10 years now. And I'm going to tell you what, I've never seen anything quite like this. The innovation, lots of excitement. My full-time job, I am a captain with the fire department, been on the job for 24 years, love what I do. And really ID Life, it just fits so well in our lifestyle. So we're excited about what we have our hands on. We're excited to see how this, turns out for you guys. And we've got a lot of great things coming. Michael, go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, Eddie. And my name is Michael Smith. I was with the former company for over 19 years. My wife and I both, Kimberly. And I was a former insurance adjuster, also owned a company as well. And so Advocare for us was a full-time income for almost 19 years. And so it was something that we depended on. And I know you guys are leaders that are listening to this. And so a lot of you also did. And so this message is going to be specifically for you guys. But, we really built a great business and we had a great time doing it. But now we realized we got a new chapter in front of us that we're writing right now. And we got the pen in our hand. And right now we almost have a blank sheet of paper. And so it's time for us to start writing out what we're going to do here, writing the plan, and putting everything into motion. And so Todd's going to talk a little bit more about what that's going to look like long-term for you guys. If you make those decisions, he'll talk a little bit about that. Todd?
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. And hey, listen, I know there's leaders on here listening into this and really you're pioneers. That's the most exciting thing I can tell you is you are true pioneers for where ID Life is right now, and specifically the Northwest. And, we have experience here. I have experienced 24 years in the former company and really experience with coming on board that company when it was 2 years old. So I understand what it was like to pioneer a company in areas that you'd never been before. And so there's a challenge with that. It takes a real pioneering spirit and to understand that I've got to see things before they actually happen. And you guys are already doing that. Your first meeting in place right now, and many, many more to come. But it's going to take a few people that can understand that, everything might not be perfect right now. We're 5 years old. We've got a great foundation in ID Life. We've got great leadership, the right kind of culture that's being put in place, and the ability to enforce the culture. That's important to understand that, you can have all the guiding principles and have everything in place, but if you don't enforce that, then you lose it over time. So leadership, culture, that matters. And this is the right one. That's the first thing that I looked at here. Obviously, the products were the second thing. Incredible. The platform that was created here took 18 years to create what we have. And nobody else has this. You're going to have people tell you that they, all they have is an assessment. They don't. This is different. Nobody has this. And let me tell you the first thing about leadership to understand. If you've got somebody around you that's got to tear down what you have, they're not a leader. They don't have anything themselves. The one thing as a high school football and baseball coach, growing up a coach's son, dad being a Marine, the one thing that I always understood is I'm not worried about tearing somebody else down or what another company is doing. And as pioneers, you guys are going to feel a little bit of that. You're going to be the first ones. And I want to encourage you with that, because with that comes incredible opportunity. There's a window here that you're absolutely the first. I was in a part of that with a former company, and I know what that means. If you're working at that time and you're focused and you stay focused on this company and what you're trying to do with your family, the payoff can be incredible. And that's what you guys have. So we have the leadership, we have the product platform, the compensation plan after 8 weeks. People are starting to do well there. When you have a product that works and you're product driven and you stay cutting edge, people are going to have an opportunity to earn. There's no question about that. When it's smoke and mirrors, it's built on sand, and you're not going to. That's different here. And lastly, the timing that we talked about, being the first in your area. Sometimes fear of loss is greater than promise of gain. And so you really have a chance to look at your state and your area and say, man, somebody's going to be the first to do a meeting. You guys are doing that already. Somebody's going to be the second meeting, the third, fourth, and beyond. Somebody is going to start to create an organization out there that's going to benefit from the massive growth to come. So I want to encourage you guys with that. Stay focused, stay the course. we're coming with a great event. It's going to give you a great look. Your guests are going to have a great look at what ID Life is, and they get to make a choice. Again, that's the greatest thing we have. God gives us a choice. We have choices to make every day. And so we want to come out and give you the best look and the best opportunity to say, you know what, this is for me, or maybe it's not for me. And that's the best we can do. So be encouraged. Somebody take that mantle of being a pioneer, because I've been there. Some of us understand that. And but I can tell you this, you put your flag in there deep enough, it's worth it. No question. So with that, Michael, I'll hand it back to you, or Eddie, finish up here.
One thing I'll say is that the great thing about you guys being pioneers in that area is you've got people on this call right now who already pioneered once before. We have the roadmap. We know how to do it. We're not doing this blindly. We're doing this with our eyes wide open, but here's what we're doing it with. An absolutely phenomenal product that is better than we've ever seen. A comp plan that's better than we've ever seen. And so we're pioneering, but a 2019 expedition, not a 1938. So right. We got the tools, we got everything we need. And here's our commitment to you. We're going to be there for you guys. We're going to be there for the long haul. I'm not doing this for a couple of years. I'm doing this for a couple of decades or more for my kids. I'm doing the same thing we did before. So just trust that we're going to be there. You're not going to have to worry about, hey, where'd they go? Yep. We're going to be right there with you. Eddie?
Hey, I'm just going to echo what Michael and Todd said. I mean, we've got your back. We're excited. We definitely know what we have our hands on. This is, once you taste the products, once you see the comp plan, once you feel the culture and you're around this type of leadership, you know you're home. This is home. You don't need to worry about other companies. You don't need to be looking to the left or right. You focus on what you got your hands on. And I'm going to tell you what, if you do the work, you will reap the benefits. And you've got the support system. Guys, we're going to dig in. We're going to work with you. We're going to bury up with you, and we're going to do what we need to do to make sure that you have everything you need to have success. The part that's going to really come in place that we can't bring is you. It's right. You and your commitment and your work effort. But we're definitely going to run step for step. Heck, you know what? I can promise you this: we might outwork you if you give us the opportunity. So put us to the test, and we're ready to go, guys.